Our practice today is going to be a little kind of combination of some fire element qigong, some earth element qigong. We'll have a little bit of an influence of water as well. Often when we practice with fire or water, we have the polarity involved, right? The opposite involved. I'm just starting to walk a little bit and really feeling into the soles of my feet, noticing I have feet this morning. And as you're ready, you'll become still, and maybe like I am, you'll close your eyes, take a few breaths. Some breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth will no doubt feel quite freeing. Can you stretch yourself a little bit between heaven and earth, or sky and earth this morning, lifting up the crown of your head, becoming aware of your spine as you take another couple of breaths. How does it feel to be in your body this morning? Take your feet out now and establish your alignment. Take some time to look down and position your feet, as most of you know, like you're standing on train tracks. Create some spaciousness through your body by moving your arms away from the sides of your body. Broaden across the front of your chest. Sink yourself while at the same time, again, stretching yourself between heaven and earth. Sounds like a contradiction, doesn't it? Opening the gates, lifting the arms and drawing around yourself 3 slow opening forms. Each one has a start, a middle, and an end. Call all of yourself back. Come home. Allow all of your energy to return from all the various places that you may have left it. Once you've opened 3 times, knocking the door of life. The hand that's coming behind you, the back of your hand, if you're not aware already, it's tapping opposite your belly button on your spine. Your front hand, the heel of your palm, is tapping on the hip region. Just finding a little bit of a momentum, a twisting from the waist and the shoulders, and maybe you'll take a few more cleansing breaths here. If you would like to turn your gaze, your head, and gaze off to the sides, and maybe you even turn your head a bit further and gaze off behind, do that. But you're not turning your knees or your legs, so just be mindful that you're nice and grounded through the lower body. Come back to face directly forward and just slow down. Gradually slow down. Gradually slow down. Lift up the arms now. Bring them out in front of you, bending the elbows. Have your elbows at the height of your shoulders, or maybe just a little lower. Palms are facing one another. Let's turn from side to side, just gently, slowly. We're lifting our opposite heel from the floor. We're not going to turn the foot. Just lift the heel and push down a little through the ball of the foot as you turn your upper body. If it feels okay for you to twist a little further and maybe again take the gaze around, do that. The next time you come to center, plant both of your feet. You're going to lift up your arms now and take a very big stretch. Choose a hand, choose a pinky finger. Turn the palm so it's facing behind, and then take the fingers of your opposite hand and just hold the edges of the pinky. You're going to bring your head to neutral and just a gentle, very, very subtle lean. The focus is on the shoulder blade rather than the side of the body. So feel into the shoulder blade. Then take yourself back into a big stretch. Take your opposite pinky, soften the lower body, bring the head to neutral and come over. Subtle, less is more. Side to side for this heart channel leaning or heart meridian leaning. The area of the shoulder blade is where part of the small intestine channel passes through. Some of you will remember that the heart and the small intestine are the paired Zhang Fu organs in Oriental medicine. Do one more to each side. Take a big stretch now, look up, and you're going to head down into a forward fold, so touching from crown to kidneys, feeling literally a soothing touch down your body. Give your lower back a rub. Any areas that are speaking to you, give them some attention. And then slowly you'll come down, feeling down. You could go halfway, like I'm demonstrating now, or you can feel right down, as low as comfortable for you. Release your head and just hang. Take a few breaths. If you're able to, bring your weight a little bit towards the balls of your feet. Just subtle. When you're ready, soften your knees and just slowly, slowly, slowly unwind yourself. And stepping all the way to bamboo in the wind. Close together, standing softly but upright, crown to sky, feet to earth. Suspended between heaven and earth. Take a few breaths. Interlace your fingers now. Draw up the midline with the hands. Turn over. Come up above the head and look at the back of the fingers. Then head to gaze to the underarm. Turn and look down from your underarm right down to your heel on that side. Then back up overhead and to the other side in the same way. Nice and slow side to side. Make sure you look up at the fingers or the back of the hands each time that you change. Come back to look overhead. Draw your hands down, bring them back down to the heart, and once you reach your heart, you can release the interlace and bring your arms by your sides. Fix your gaze out in front of you, and then just lift up onto your heels. Lift as high as you can, or lift up your heels onto the balls of your feet. That makes more sense. And then lower your heels back down. Lifting and lowering the heels. Make sure you elongate and lengthen your fingers as you do this, so you're pointing deliberately down through the fingers. When you come up, you're lifting the top of your head. So it's not like you're just lifting and lowering the heels, you're doing all of these other things. Remembering that Qigong is all about the precise, intricate, differentiated movements. A couple more times. Bring your hands back together in front of your heart and form the mudra for the arrow, index and thumb extended. Take yourself up over your head, look up at your arrow, shoot your arrow high, really lift. Then head neutral, hands to the top of the head as you sit, look straight ahead. Then up and sit. Finding your rhythm. So ideally, you're not copying me. You're not, emulating exactly my pace and rhythm. You're establishing your own. You're feeling into each of the forms, the expression of the movement. We want to get the most out of our Qigong practice. It's really essential that we're embodying the forms. Looking up for the last time as you shoot up. Release the fingers, radiate down, out to the sides, back by the sides of your body. Take a full breath. How does it feel now to be in your body? What's perhaps changed or transformed? What have you become more aware of? When you're ready, you're going to take a split stance. So take 1 foot forward and take 1 foot back. And the distance between our feet is now, rather than being bamboo in the wind distance, the distance is back in our regular sort of basic stance. It's a square split stance, right? You notice I'm rocking forward and I'm rocking back, shifting my weight. Just make sure you're able to do that freely. Then you're going to shift your weight forward, lift your arms. One's on a 45-degree angle forward and one on a 45-degree angle back. Grasp the hands into fists and then bend both of your elbows as you shift your weight back, and you'll pull your fists in, one in front of your belly button or just below and the other behind. Then release, lean forward, make the fists again and pull back. Find a little flow for yourself. Leaning forward and then leaning to the back leg. Couple more times. Once you've pulled in, this next time just releasing the hands, the fists, and the leg that's forward, you're going to draw it all the way back. And take your opposite leg forward, and your split stance is now on the other side, and it's simply the same thing, but the other side. Might feel a bit different. See how you go with sensing and kind of, I guess, in some ways, interpreting what your body is telling you. Palms open as the arms float up and drawing in. Couple more. Next time you pull the fists in, just release, and then take your feet back and position yourself in your basic standing form. Pop your hands onto your thighs. The wave. Collarbones forward, knees bend, tuck, chin to chest and wind up. Collarbones forward, chin forward and down, tuck and wind up. Finding again your pace and your rhythm, your flow. You don't have to come down deeply, you can just come forward and down a little bit. See where the sweet spot is for you personally. No weight in the hands, light hands on the thighs. No rushing or hurrying, really feeling this undulation. What does your spine feel like this morning? Does it feel supple? Do you feel like the chi is flowing through that governing channel that's through the center of your back? Keep going. Next time you wind up, take a little pause. Draw the hands up and place them in front of your heart space. And just feel. You can probably really sense the chi in the fingertips and even in the palms and other places in the hands. Notice the connection. You don't have to push together very much. Actually, lighter is better. From here, opening out to the sides, soft, no stretching. Join the index and the thumb into circles. Bend the elbows and draw the circles in to shine at the lungs. Release the circle mudra. Flat palms to the earth as you come out. Touch again, index and thumb. Form the mudra and draw in by bending the elbows. Keep your elbows high. Really come into a deeper breathing pattern with this one. You can even coordinate your breath if you wish. That nice long breath in and a long breath out. Few more times. The next time that the circles come in to shine at the lungs, just turn the hands over and lower the arms down. Keep the mudra and hold the mudra right down near the lower abdomen, elbows out to the sides. Just pause here and again, just really light contact on the skin between the index and the thumb, and close your eyes and just feel. Lift your arms out in front and right up above your head now. Have them shoulder width apart. Have the palms face one another. Look up. Now I want you to soften your lower body. So put a more significant little bend into your knees. And when you start to move, you're going to take your arms to the side. You're going to bend your knees even more as you bring your arms and create a big circle. You'll go past your knees and then you'll draw up on the other side. And you're going to go across into a lean. Little pause, then back the way you came. As you come down, big bend into the knees or bigger bend into the knees to support your movement. Up and over into a lean. Back the way you came. Let's keep going for a couple more. Turning the wheel of light. One last time. After you lean, come back to directly overhead. Turn your palms outwardly and just slowly, slowly, slowly descend. Bring your head back to neutral. Once your arms are by your sides, take a full breath or two. Every time that we're taking these pauses, we're grounding ourselves, we're feeling our energy, we're feeling our physical body, our state of being. There is purpose to the pausing. We're not just waiting for the next thing to happen. Finishing on that form hopefully was soothing, although it's a bit complex, so sometimes it can be a little bit, overactivating maybe. Now let's close the gates now. Let's take our arms out and just gradually, again, seal the field, call the energy into the field 3 times. After the 3rd one, just place the hands over the dantian. Take a few breaths.